All right, let's bring in Steph Florian now with a look at our forecast as we head into a long weekend. The heat is making a comeback, Steph.
It sure is. We've already broke new records for August the 1st today, and Lytton was a hot spot across the country at 39.6 degrees. Nelson, Princeton, Vernon, as well as Whistler on this list. These are preliminary totals, but I will show you those again tomorrow. But these are new records. We have heat warnings in place. Interior regions, mid to upper 30s as far as temperatures in through the whole long weekend, and the Central Coast as well as the North Coast inland has just been added, and those temperatures will be high 20s, low 30s. Same with the east side of Vancouver Island. Howe Sound now in the mix, and we have smoky skies for the east and west Columbia as well as Arrow Lake. So the smoke's still an issue, as well as very dry conditions for the southern half of the province. So we're heading into a scorcher of a weekend. We have heat warnings in place as far as these temperatures through the overnight tonight. It's going to be uncomfortable. Lytton, Kamloops only at 18 degrees, just shy of that 20-degree mark for your overnight lows. So it's going to be uncomfortable. Be prepared for that. Northern half of the province, not too bad. Some cloud cover. Quesnel hitting 30 degrees. Otherwise, Fort Nelson mid-20s. Sliding down to the southern interior, we do have a risk of thunderstorm activity tomorrow afternoon, late afternoon through the overnight. You can see Kamloops, Kelowna, Merritt, Osoyoos. We could be seeing some in Castlegar as well. So very close to the 40-degree mark. Some fog for Port Hardy and Tofino as well as Port Alberni, but we'll see a little bit of cloud cover, slight chance of a few showers towards the valley, up the sea to sky. Otherwise, our temperatures are just getting going, and we've got a very hot, dry 5-day stretch ahead of us. So.
All right. Thank you very much, Steph. All right, let's bring in Steph Florian now for a look at our forecast. It's definitely warmed up again, Steph.
Hot, dry summer night to kick off the month of August. Hard to believe we're already in August, but it's happening, and these temperatures already at 23 degrees through the evening hour, so it's going to be a warm evening. A few clouds out there, breeze out of the northwest, but this trend, this heat, this high pressure is just building. Multiple heat warnings in place. We'll be adding more, I'm sure, over the days to come, because this is going to last in through the entire BC Day long weekend. East side of Vancouver Island from Duncan all the way to Campbell River. We've got the Central Coast to the North Coast inland sections, southern interior. We also are dealing with smoky skies for the Columbia region, east and west, as well as Arrow Lakes and Slocan Lake. We have new records from today, so we broke records today. We're into a record-breaking weekend ahead of us here. Lytton from 2014, 39.6 degrees, takes the hot spot across the country. Whistler's on there, Callahan Valley as well. So the list will be long tomorrow, I'm sure, as we get official updates from Environment Canada. Kamloops, here's a look at the 10-day stretch. So dry conditions ahead. We see a drop in temperatures as we get into mid next week, and it's still staying very warm above the 30-degree mark, which is above seasonal. Normally 24, Abbotsford sitting above 30 degrees. Again, we just get that dip on Tuesday, and then I'll just take you around the province here quickly. As you can see, a little bit cooler to the north as far as what we're going to be seeing temperature-wise for your day tomorrow. 30 degrees for Quesnel, but we do have a risk of some thunderstorm activity, some lightning for the southern interior, and that does take us into the late afternoon, evening, and overnight. So we do have that risk with these dry conditions. That is not a good story. And as well as Vancouver Island, we're looking at some mix of sun and cloud, very, very warm conditions, a chance of a passing shower from Maple Ridge east, and temperatures up to 30 degrees, feeling like 36. And I love this photo of the crescent moon, 3 a.m. this morning in Osoyoos. In Spanish, I think they call it the Cachito moon. So get ready for the heat, because it's here to stay.
All right. Thank you, Steph.